Everyone. Today we are going to discuss another penny stock named Goyal Aluminiums Limited. The company is in the business of manufacturing of aluminum sheets and aluminum grill. Also, company is having trading products such as aluminum, stainless steel, and rubber beading. The company is listed in both main board of NSE and BSE. If we look at the company, so company has invested in an associate company which is engaged in the business of two-wheeler EV as well, so the prospects of company is good. If we look at the various other factors like market cap, so company is having a market cap of 121 crore, so it is a purely a nano cap company, pricing at around 8.5 rupees per share. Company is having a PE of 57, since the company is in the business of trading and manufacturing. So normally in this sector, the PE is higher than what it is expected in other sector or industry. So that is the reason why, for example, let's see that the PE is around 57. So peers like and Adani is so Adani. Let's say Adani are overvalued, but other like Celio World is having 670 of PE. Onsa Consumer, which is said to be a I would say Mama, so it is also having the highest PE among the others. So the PE of in this sector trading is generally higher than other peers or other industry, I would say. So the ROC is more than 18%, and the RO is around 13%. The and the other factors, if you look at the other factors, like the quarterly results. So quarterly results, March 24 quarterly results are not yet posted, but the December results are like 14.85 of sales crores, and resulting in the net profit of 0.69 rupees crores. However, if we look at the GP margin, so GP margin has consistently increased from 4.55 to 5.60 to 6.38 to 6.67, which shows that there is a huge probability that in sooner or later times the profitability or the net profit is going to increase. If we look at the sales numbers, so in yearly terms, so the in March 23 the sales are is around 66 crores, and the profitability margin, operating profit margin, is around 5.21%. See, the operating profit margin has been increased substantially from 2.44% to 5.21%, and now it is touching around, going to touch around 6%. So that would be a good indicator that in the sooner or later years, if the company has increased their sales, so the sales, with that the profitability, the proportionate of profitability increment is more than the sales increment, that would be a good factor. Looking to the sales growth, so the sales growth are in 5 years time it is 11%, in 10 years, though there is no record of 10 years data. However, the compounded profit growth is more than what sales growth, so it shows obviously, as we have discussed, that the operating profit margin are growing. So the obviously the growth in profitability is more than the sales growth. Looking to the stock return, so stock has given a tremendous return, but in last 1 year the stock has given a negative return of 70%, which I would say that is due to the high peak valuation resulted in discounted and correction in the market shares. So if we look at the equity reserves and equity shares, so the equity share is equity capital is around 14.27 crores, where the reserve is around 4.36 crores. So the results are growing consistently, and I would say that would be a good factor which we should consider if we are looking at the stock that is consistently expense doing acquisitions, like they have been acquisition for the company which is engaged in the business of I would say e-wheeler to e-wheeler e2-wheeler, that is, and the company has already purchased a land for that, which is around 40,000 square feet for the productions, and paid the amount for the land as well. So that would give a good prospects and the growth in the sales as well. However, looking to the fixed asset, the company is not having so much fixed assets, which is less than a crore, which obviously the company is majorly in the trading business, so the fixed assets is not a material. If we look at the trade receivables, so company has consistently reduced their trade receivables, and on the other hand, company is having a cash flow of around 10 lakh rupees. I think that would not be an issue, because the numbers are of September quarter. So the in September quarter, generally, even if it is a September quarter, that then also that will not be an issue, because the company is a penny stock, and having a 10 lakh of cash in hand is good for them. looking to the cash from operating activity. So company having positive cash and the highest cash from operating activity in last 5 to 6 7 years of time, and that shows that the company, how company is effectively managing their working capital, and the resulting in the increment in the receivables from 16 crore 17 crores, and the payables, and the company has also pay off their payables of 14 crores. So that is a good indicator that company is consistently rotating their working capital, and reducing the working capital requirements, so that the company do not have to allocate much of their budget into working capital, because generally a trading company, in trading company, the majority of the funds are, or the capital is being blocked in terms of working capital. So that would be a good indicator, and the prospects in case of a capital, I would say, trading company. Looking to the financial activity, so company does not have a mere investment activity, that would not be an issue. However, the company has pay off its interest and the borrowings, that I think that would be some things which we have to appreciate, that company is having a good, since let's say that 0.91 and 0.42, around 1.5 crores or 1.3 crore 33 crores of company finance payment are there. But on the other hand, company is having a profit from operations around, and cash from operating activity around 4.72 crores. So company is competent and able enough to pay off their finance interest and borrowings, EMI as well. So it shows that the company does not require to get a loan to finance its loan, and company is not in debt trap. Obviously, the if we look at the long-term borrowing, so it is less than a crore. So that is evitable, that the company that does not not in that zone. Looking to the cash conversion cycle, so cash conversion cycle is decent of company. If you look at other peers, so they are not having this conversion cycle. What a company is having around 67 days, which is good for, and yet the numbers are of March 24 is not posted. So if I think that is definitely sure that the number is going to decrease of cash conversion cycle, because of the effective working capital management that is being seen in the cash flows of the company, that the company is consistently has received majority of its receivables and pay off its inventory. So obviously the cash conversion cycle is going to reduce in sooner or later days. If let's see the balance sheet or the numbers of March 24 to be posted. So if we look at the promoter, so promoter are having around 70% of stake. That would be a good indicator that promoters as well are giving a good confidence in the company, and it shows that how sound the management of a company used to be. Looking to the other factors, so in other factors as well, uh, looking to the other factors, so 3%, around 3% of stake is being held by I would say that substantial investment or long-term investors. So that would be indicator that less than 27% of a stake is being held by the public. So it is a good thing to consider, because of any stock like this, where the investors, public or retail, generally in penny stocks, the entire stake or the entire shares are being dumped to the retail investors, and retail investors will bear the losses. But in this case, that is not an issue, and I think that the that is a good factor. If we look at the shareholders, so shareholders are consistently increased from 63 to 60, then 58, 81, 78, 189, 15,000, 27, and then 40,000. So the number of shareholders consistently increased. So it shows that the participation of shareholders is more, even though the company has not diluted their stake, but still the participation of shareholders have increased. It shows that the retail investors are willing to invest their money in this stock consistently, and that is the reason why I think that this stock would be giving various tick marks and various positive signs, uh, as compared to other penny stock that are not giving any substantial returns or profitability. So I think this is from my side, and I am not providing any portfolio services relating to stock markets and share. So ask your financial advisor before investing into any stock. This is an educational video solely for informative purpose and educational purpose. So I hope you all enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.